It will always be an enjoyable experience anytime you do anything like this. Also remember that if you hear any sounds in the room or any sounds outside of the room, they are only natural noises occurring in the background. They will not bother you or distract you in any way. If you hear anything, it will just fade and become part of the background. Now I would like for you to imagine a beautiful pyramid composed entirely of white light. A very beautiful thing to see. It glows, it sparkles, it shimmers. And I want you to mentally place that white pyramid of light so that it completely encloses your body, even the underneath side of your body, so that you are completely enclosed within the beautiful pyramid of white light. This is your protection. The white light is a very powerful force. It can protect against anything. It will remain around your body the entire time that we do this. Nothing can harm you mentally or physically. You are protected. You are safe. You know it. You feel it. And it is very, very good. For you to imagine the most beautiful place in the world. What you consider to be the most beautiful place in the world. Where there are no worries and no problems. It may be the forest. It may be the seashore. It may be a meadow. Whatever you consider to be beautiful and peaceful. Can you find a place like that? Tell me about it. Tell me what you see. Do you smell anything?
Smell water, fresh air, feel the breeze in my hair.
It sounds beautiful. There are no worries in a place like that. It's peaceful. Where there are no worries and no problems. Just peace and quiet with your waves. Can you see the sky where you are? Look up at the sky and see if you can find a big, white, fluffy cloud. Do you see the big, white, fluffy cloud? I'm going to ask you to do something that might sound a little strange. I want you to float up to that cloud and sit on it. Tell me what that would feel like to sit on a cloud. And you don't have to worry. It will hold your weight just like magic. What would that feel like to sit on a cloud? Tell me about that.
regression. But I'm almost bouncing a little bit on it. Kind of like a movement of a wave or the water.
Some people think it feels like cotton or feathers, but it will hold you just like magic. It's very comfortable, isn't it? Lay back on that cloud and just let it absorb all of your weight. It's such a beautiful, wonderful feeling. It's like you don't have any weight at all. You can become one with that beautiful cloud. If you lay back on that cloud, let it absorb your weight. If you want to, you can even wrap the cloud around you like a wool blanket and snuggle down into the cloud. That's such a beautiful, comfortable, safe feeling. And it's almost as though you don't even have a body as you become one with that beautiful, soft, comfortable, safe cloud. And this cloud is floating through the air, carrying you with it, soft and protected and comfortable and safe, drifting and floating, floating and drifting. And this cloud floats over the land and over the valleys, over the mountains, and even out over the ocean if it wants to, carrying you with it, soft, protected, comfortable, and safe, drifting and floating, floating and drifting over the land, over the valleys, protected and safe. And this cloud is like magic because not only can it carry you over the land and over the valleys, it can also carry you back and back and back in time and space. I'm asking the cloud to move and carry you back and back and back in time and space to another time and place. I'm asking the cloud to move you and carry you back and back and back in time and space to another time, another place, where there is information we would like to find to help you in the very best way that we can. The cloud is moving. It's carrying you back and back and back. We're looking for the most appropriate time and place to stop and look at and examine. The most appropriate time and place to stop and look at and examine. Now the cloud is slowing down. It's stopping at the most appropriate time and place. Now that the cloud has stopped at the most appropriate time and place, I want you to drift off of that cloud. Back down, down, down to the surface. It won't be anything sudden just like a leaf drifting gently out of a tree, back down to the surface. And as you come back down, I want you to tell me the very first thing that you see there below you, or the very first impressions that you have as you come back down to the surface. Are you coming off the cloud yet?
Yes.
What do you see down there below you?
I'm not really sure where I'm at, actually.
What's the first thing that you see?
Buildings. Lots of buildings.
Look around and see what you see around you. Tell me what you see.
I'm in a city by myself. That's all I can. There's people there, but they're not my people.
It's okay that it's a little foggy. It will clear up as they speak. Who do you see around you? Do you have a body?
Yes.
What do you see when you look down at your feet?
Blue tennis shoes. I'm standing on the sidewalk.
What are you wearing on your body?
Jeans.
Does your body feel male or female?
Female.
Does your body feel old or young?
Young.
Does the body feel healthy?
Yes.
I want you to go to the place where you live and look at the outside of it. When you're there, describe it to me.
It was a small white house with a fenced yard and black wrought iron like pillars in the front on the porch. With one tree in the front yard.
How do you go inside? Walk inside and tell me what you see.
In the living room. With couch, Papa's on chair, cabinet, TV with a stand.
Does anyone else live with you? Let's sit down and have a meal. When we're sitting around the table, is there anyone with you?
Leave the living room. My mom and stepdad are there.
What do you do for a living? What are you eating? I'm sorry, let's go back to where everyone's at the table. What are you eating?
Spaghetti. Garlic bread and corn.
Do you hear anything around you?
The TV's on.
What do you do for a living? Are you old enough to have a job?
No. School.
So you go to school for the majority of your time?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you to leave that scene that you've been watching and move ahead to an important day. Leave the scene and move ahead to an important day. We're moving forward to a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see?
Graduating college.
Who's there with you?
I'm sitting with all the people in my class.
How do you feel?
Elated and proud.
What are you graduating with? Is it your high school or your college?
College.
What's your degree?
Bachelor's of Science in Occupational Therapy.
So I want you to move from that scene to another important day in this lifetime that you are in right now. The one that you see in this lifetime. We're leaving the scene of your graduation and we're going to another important day. We've moved forward to an important day. What is happening and what do you see?
Okay.
Who are you marrying?
Troy.
What colors do you see?
My dress is it's ivory. And my flowers have burgundy in them.
Are you smiling?
Mm-hmm.
What do you see around you? Who else do you see?
My whole family and all my friends.
Does anyone say anything to you before you walk down the aisle?
Yes, my dad.
What does he say?
He told me that it was not too late yet. But I wanted to change my mind.
And what were your feelings when he said that?
I laughed because he was joking.
What happens next?
He gives me a kiss and gives my hand to Troy.
It was a very happy day.
Yes.
I'm very happy.
Yes.
It's okay. We're going to find out what's going on today. So we're going to move forward from this day of your marriage. We're going to move forward from that day. We're going to look at one more day that's very important in this lifetime. We're moving forward to another important day. Tell me what you're seeing.
I'm still getting married.
Are you crying as you walk down the aisle? Tell me what you see. Is Troy looking at you?
He's crying a little bit. Okay.
It's okay. We have time for emotions later. We're going to move forward to another important day. Let's move forward to another important day. What is happening? What do you see?
I'm in the hospital to deliver the boys. And I'm hooked up to monitors, and they gave me some medicine, some Pitocin.
And how did you feel after the... How do you feel right now with the Pitocin that they're giving
A
you?
lot of pain from the contractions.
And are the contractions coming quickly?
They're sharp, they're intense, but they're not helping. So they break my water, and I still have a C-section.
Okay. And during the C-section, are you awake right now?
I think I was, but I don't remember it. And so I remember thinking I'd been around the world in 80 days.
Are the babies being born now?
Mm-hmm.
What do
Yeah.
you see? What do you hear?
All I see is Troy and the lights. And I hear the boys crying.
Do you get to hold the boys or see the boys?
No.
What's happening?
They're closing me up.
So they're sewing your belly back together after the boys are born?
And then I had staples on the outside.
Where are the boys?
They had to go to the NICU.
And who's with you right now?
Troy and the doctors.
How are you feeling?
Numb.
You will not have to feel any physical sensations right now. You can just talk about it. So you can look at it like you're the observer. You do not have to feel any physical sensations. You can look at it as an observer while we talk about it. So since we're in this life now, I want us to get back on the cloud. I want you to climb back up onto the cloud. Do you see the cloud?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go back, back, back. We're going to go back to that beautiful place. Beautiful place that you described. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to lay back into the cloud and let it hold us. You're on top of the cloud and you sink into it. And it hugs your body. Now we're going to go back, back, back. We're going to go back to where you were that is most significant in helping you heal now. Can you tell me what you see when you get down off of the cloud? You gently slide down off of the cloud. What do you see?
My Grammy's house. It tires me.
So back, we're going to go back further. We're going to go back before you were born in this life. We're going to go back to a life that will help you figure out what's going on now. The cloud is traveling back to a life before now. When you go back and back and back, you stop at the life that is most important to help you now. You slide down off of the fluffy cloud. It holds your hand as you are helped down onto the ground. When you look down at your feet, what do you see? Are you wearing any shoes? Do you have a body?
Barefoot in a field.
What are you wearing?
Dress.
Describe to me what you see around you.
All I see are like tall grass.
What color is your dress?
Browns and tan and green.
Do you feel old or young?
Young.
Do you feel healthy or sick?
Health.
What are you doing in the field? Tell me what you're doing.
Running around barefoot. Just playing.
How old are you?
6.
Do you remember your name? That's okay. Let's move forward from the field to a very important time. Let's move forward to a very important day in this life. Tell me what you see.
People riding horses. Like a western town.
Do you see buildings?
Yes.
Describe those buildings to me.
They're wooden. Like a western town.
Can you read anything? Do you see any signs that you can read?
No.
Are you able to read?
I think so.
Why are the people riding the horses through the town? What is the special day?
I think it's like there's no cars. There's just horses.
So you come from the field and you come to this special day. What is going on to make it special? What happens? It doesn't, maybe it's not a happy day, it doesn't have to be, but tell me what's going on. What do you see?
There's a dance. Like a fair. and dancing.
How old are you now at this event?
$14.
Do you get to dance?
Yes.
Who do you dance with? Describe. You may not know the name. Tell me what you see.
There's a boy with overalls or a hat.
What kind of hat?
It's not a cowboy hat. That's black. I don't know what it is.
Are other people dancing?
Yes.
Of all ages or just teenagers?
All ages.
So is the whole town together celebrating?
Mm-hmm.
What are they celebrating?
I don't know. It's like a fair.
Oh, okay.
Like
Do you smell anything?
like games and dancing and cotton candy. Smell cotton candy.
Do you get to eat any cotton candy?
Yes.
Does this boy say anything to you?
No. We're just dancing.
And that makes you feel happy?
I like to dance.
What does your hair look like?
Curly and brown
Is it long?
to my shoulders. And I have a barrette holding the front back.
Do you have boots on?
No, I'm still barefoot.
Where are your parents?
I don't know.
Are they dancing too?
I don't know who they are.
Let's advance to another day. We're going to move forward from the dance, and that boy will remember you always. We're moving forward from the dance to another special day in your life. We've moved forward to another day. That's important. What can we learn from this important day? Tell me about what you see.
I'm sitting on a porch in a rocking chair in a house holding a little girl.
Is this your baby?
I think so.
How old are you? Tell me what's happening.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's okay. You're rocking your baby. What are you feeling?
I think I feel happy.
Is anyone else around?
No, I don't think so. I don't know why I'm alone.
Are you alone? No one lives with you? Does anyone live with you? When you walk inside, you can walk inside the house with your baby. What do you see?
It's just me.
What are you feeling?
Lonely.
You have your daughter there. Are you able to take care of her?
Yes. Yes.
Did someone leave?
I think someone died.
Tell me who died.
Yes.
Do you know how he died?
Yeah. I think he was shot.
What did he do for a living? Was he an officer, or why would he be shot?
I don't know.
Does anyone tell you anything?
No.
How do you find out that he died?
Someone told me, but I don't know who. Some man came to tell me.
Does anyone show up afterwards? When you're feeling lonely, they just told you when he has passed away?
No, it's
What
just
happens?
my house in a field, and no one else is around except for the baby.
How do you care for the baby? Money. How do you afford your baby?
I think I make friends. I have friends.
So you're able to make friends?
Yeah, like a neighbor friend.
Do you know your baby's name?
No.
Well, let's move forward from the day that you found out that your husband passed away. We're going to move forward to another important day in this life. Move forward to another important day of this life. Tell me what you see. What are you wearing on your feet?
Boots.
So you're able to afford boots now. It's wonderful. What is the important day? Tell me about it. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you hear.
My daughter's having a baby. I'm becoming a grandma.
Where is she at, your daughter, when she's giving birth?
Mm.
Is she in a house?
Yes,
So she's delivering at home?
I think it's her house.
Is there anyone with you and her?
Yes, like a
Same.
midwife.
Is your daughter having a decent labor?
Yes.
Everything is going okay?
Yes.
What are you feeling in that moment?
Joy and just peace. It's good delivery.
When the baby's born, does she get to hold the baby?
Yes.
Do you get to hold the baby?
Yes.
And when you look at the baby, is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Another girl. What does she look like?
She has no hair. But chubby cheeks. Just a pink.
She's still pink.
Uh-huh.
And the midwife, does she say that she's healthy?
Yes. Yes.
That's very joyful. And a peaceful, loving day. So you get to see her daughter
Mm-hmm.
have another daughter.
Yep.
And she lets you in there to help. Everything goes smoothly. Does anything happen afterwards?
Her husband comes in and sees the baby and her.
And then what?
And then I leave so they have time.
So when they leave, or when you leave, where do you go?
Out to the front porch.
What are you thinking when you go onto the front porch?
So happy. So love. Relief.
So I'm going to move you forward. I'm going to ask that you go forward to the last day of your life. You can see this as an observer. You do not have to experience it. We have gone forward to the last day of your life. In this lifetime, we are watching. What is happening? What do you see?
I'm in bed with a fever. Like visibly sweating. I'm not sure why I'm so sick. And my daughter is there with me.
How old are you?
My 60s. I'm not exactly sure.
Do you have any physical symptoms?
A lot of pain.
Where's the pain? You will not have any physical sensations. You can talk about it.
I feel like I have cancer or something. Some kind of cancer.
Where is it at in your body?
my stomach somewhere. I'm not exactly sure.
Your daughter is with you. Does she say anything to you?
Yes, that she loves me, and she reads to me.
She reads to you?
Mm-hmm.
What does she read to you?
I don't know. I see a book.
So you like for her to read to you?
Yeah.
So this is the last day of your life. Is she reading to you as you take your breaths, your last breaths? How are you feeling as you leave?
Comfort, love. Because she's next to me on the bed. Mm-hmm.
Now whatever happened has already happened. And you are on the other side of it. From that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at the life, what did you learn from it?
Be resourceful. It's okay to ask for help from others. And I'm a very strong woman.
You are. So you're leaving your body. As you leave your body, what do you see?
My granddaughter coming in the room. And her husband. And she's crying. They have a loving family together.
So it's safe to go to the spirit side. She's very loved as much as you loved her. She's carrying that on with her daughter and her husband. So now that we're on the spirit side, I want you to explore it. Tell me what you see now that you're on the spirit side.
It's dark, like a dark cloud, but there's light further away.
Are you going towards that light?
Yes.
And as you travel towards that light, when you look it down, what do you see? You no longer have a body. What are you?
I don't know.
Are you heavy? Do you feel any weight?
No. Almost like invisible.
So you're invisible. When you reach the light, what do you see? What are you doing?
There's a lot of like bright, everything's bright. Bright flowers, bright green grass, sunny. Water, a creek. But I don't see any people. It's beautiful, beautiful land.
And let's drift away. We're going to drift away from that life. We're drifting and floating away from that life, leaving the woman there to continue her journey. She will find peace. She will find what she is supposed to find. We're leaving her there to continue on her own journey. She will find peace and she will find what she is supposed to find. We're leaving her there to continue on her own path. Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Dawn to once again return to the body and fully integrate back into the body. May I speak to Dawn's subconscious, please?
Yeah.
I have permission to speak to Dawn's subconscious?
Yes.
I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Dawn's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Dawn in this lifetime and all of the other lifetimes she has ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious, and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Dawn to see today. You chose to bring forward this life for her to see. Why did you pick that lifetime?
It's okay to be alone.
Is there anything else? Is that the life lesson?
I don't know.
There's no other lessons that we needed Dawn to learn today?
Nothing else is coming.
Dawn has many questions that she wants answered today. Are you okay to answer some of these questions or all of them?
Yes.
So we want to ask why Jason was in Dawn's life. And we're talking about Jason, Dawn's friend, and not Jason, Dawn's brother.
To have somebody stable, like to meet people in a new place.
Does Dawn know Jason from another lifetime? why Dawn thinks that she has daddy issues. Can you explain to me what she means by that and what she needs to do to fix this? Does Dawn have, I'm not sure if you understand what daddy issues is. Do you understand that? As a collective?
Yes. That is why there was promiscuity and only short relationships with people.
Is that a trust issue thing?
Maybe.
So what do you guys think that Dawn has these issues for, and how can she resolve them?
Build confidence, self-care, and self-worth.
So I'm going to move, I'm going to ask about Dawn's father. Was he in her life? Was he in another life with her as well?
Yes.
And what was his position in that life? What was his character? Who did he play?
The sheriff.
So was he her father in another life? Or how was he in her life?
No, that wasn't her dad.
That wasn't her dad?
No.
He was just the sheriff?
Just the sheriff and in charge.
And how did she know him? Was she fearful of him?
Kind of. Just he was in charge and controlling.
So she watched him control everyone?
Yeah.
Did she try to avoid him?
Yes.
I don't blame her. So, in that life that you're thinking of as him as sheriff, does he have any communication with Dawn at all?
Just in passing. Nothing, no deep conversations.
Did Dawn respect him at all? Or look up to him?
Sometimes, but sometimes he's a bully.
So we're going to move on from Jason and ask you guys about Troy. Troy is Dawn's husband now in this life. Can you tell us why Troy doesn't respond to Dawn? or what she needs to do differently?
Move on.
She just needs to move on and forget about him, or what does she need to do?
Mm-hmm. Don't put effort where it's not wanted.
Is any of this Dawn's fault? Should she take this personally?
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
So, did she know Troy in another life?
That's the boy she was dancing.
So, her first love, was that her first love?
Yes.
So, it's okay for Dawn to move forward and go back to her safe place. I want to talk to Dawn's subconscious. Or are we still talking to Dawn's subconscious? That's okay. Are you still with me?
Yes.
Does Troy have any other significance in that
Yeah.
lifetime for her, or in any other lifetimes?
I don't think so.
Did they end up together in that lifetime?
Yes.
And was Troy the person who was murdered?
Yes.
And do we know why Troy was murdered?
No.
That he was shot and killed?
Someone shot him.
Do we know who shot him? Were they ever caught?
Yes. They were caught. I think.
Did the sheriff punish them?
Yes.
How did he punish them?
They were in jail.
Did they get the death sentence or anything?
I just see him in jail. Behind bars. I don't know.
Okay. It's okay. So, in this lifetime, Troy has left Dawn. But what is the reason in this lifetime? Can you tell me? Are you allowed to tell me?
I don't know.
It's okay. So Dawn says that she has trouble when she hears loud noises or sudden noises. Sexual noises trigger her. Can you tell me why and what we can do about that?
I don't know. I don't know how to stop the muscle tensing when that happens.
So she doesn't know how to stop the muscle tension? So let's go back. I want to talk to Dawn's subconscious. I want to talk to the collective. Dawn is asleep now. I'm talking to the collective. Are you there? Are you there with Dawn? Are you here with me?
Yes.
Do you know what we can do to help Dawn being triggered? By sexual noises? No?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you know why, back to Troy, why would he be ignoring their children together? They have 3 children. Why is Troy ignoring the children?
To take care of himself.
And is that what's most important for him at this time?
Probably.
If you think about it, he was murdered very young in the last life, and he didn't really get to live. Is that correct?
Yes.
So he's trying to live this life?
Yes.
Did he become overwhelmed?
Oh, he needed space and time to do his stuff.
To live. And that's okay. Everyone deserves to live.
Yeah.
So we're going to move to Zach. Zach is Dawn's youngest son. Can you tell me what's going on with Zach? And how can she help him? Or can she help him? What can we do to help Zach?
He's making good progress, but set limits.
Okay. Will he respond to setting limits?
Most of the time.
Less what?
Most of the time.
Okay. Is that the only thing that she needs to do is set limits with him?
Challenge him to think like an adult.
Is that hard for him?
Yes. He's reactive.
And when he's reactive, does that make Dawn sick?
Tense, yes.
Tense. And so that we don't get Dawn overwhelmed with Zach, what can we do? Set limits, challenge him. Is there anything else that Dawn can do to help Zach? Or anyone? Should she take him somewhere?
Well, he has a year left of school, and then he will be out on his own.
And will things be better then? Does he need that freedom?
Yes.
You laugh.
Sink or swim.
Okay. And Dawn's just going to have to be strong through that.
Yes.
Even though she will be alone in her home, she will be okay.
Yes.
Does she know this?
She should.
She should. You guys keep telling her. Does she listen?
No.
So she doesn't listen either. Maybe Zach gets that from her.
Maybe.
So Dawn asked if she needs to stay on Troy's insurance. Is that something she needs to do, or she's just holding on to him?
Insurance is a security blanket.
For her? Does
For
she need
her.
it? If her health is going to be better after this, does she really need it? For now?
I don't know.
Okay. So should she stay on it for now?
Yes.
It's not bothering anyone, just stay on it. Okay. That's probably safer. So Dawn asked how she can lose weight. What's keeping Dawn from losing weight?
Stress.
Is it mostly just stress?
Well, exercise too, but stress.
Is there something she needs to eat? Does she need to eat differently?
Stress makes the sugar intake go up, and the alcohol intake go up, and the belly fat go up.
So she has a lot of cravings.
And then yes.
But after this, she won't have those cravings.
That would be good, because
Are you going to heal that for her today?
I hope so.
So I want to move into why Dawn, does Dawn know her purpose, or why is she here in this lifetime? Are you allowed to tell me that today?
I don't know.
So you're not allowed to tell me right now? Or she's not ready? Or is she doing it?
The purpose changes sometimes.
Oh, as like maybe we go on through life? Like there's different lessons?
Yes.
So there's many lessons that she still has to learn, or has she learned most of them?
You can always learn.
You can always learn. That's true.
Happy, healthy family and kids. And taking care of yourself to enjoy your kids and grandkids grow up.
And that's what her purpose is?
Yes.
So it's not really her job, right? So it's mostly just her family this time?
Yes.
So it seems like it was that in the last life too, is that she's very close to family and she doesn't really like to be alone.
Mm-mm.
But she understands that now because she's been left alone. Correct? And she knows that she's a strong woman. She's seen it. She's made it before. And she's done such a great job with her kids. So I want to ask, is there anything else, before we get into physically healing Dawn, is there anything else that you would like for her to know? Is there anything else that you would like for her to know? Besides the birthmark on her leg, can you?
Not sure.
Did she have an injury there in another life?
I see other injuries, but I don't see that one.
What other injuries do you see? And are those in past lives?
No.
So the injuries
Current.
are current?
Yeah.
Tell me about those injuries.
Oh. The tire swing at my Grammys. Forehead scar from that one. And barbed wire cut on the right side.
So she was a busy person, always getting little bumps and bruises.
Uh-huh.
So tell me about now. Has any of that from her childhood or her past life carried on the injuries or pain that she has now? Dawn has a lot of pain. Is any of that from a past life?
Chronic pain, like achy from hard working.
Just from hard work?
Just physically hard working.
So you say that the body shouldn't really have pain. Is that accurate?
I think there's reason for pain.
What's the reason for pain?
It can be from anything, like illness, or manifest from stress, poor diet. But pain doesn't just show up.
So you know that Dawn has pain, right?
Yes.
Are you able to heal any of that pain today? Can we start with the healing process now? Are you all ready?
Yes.
So we're going to start with Dawn's head. Is there anything on the outside of Dawn's head to be concerned about?
No.
What about the inside? What about her? We're going to go through everything. How is Dawn's brain? Is there anything that you are going to fix?
It's tight right now. I'm not sure.
So as you, the subconscious, the collective, is that who I'm speaking with? Do I have permission to speak with Dawn's subconscious?
Yes.
I'm going to ask that you heal anything that is going on with Dawn's head today. She says she has sinus problems, neck pain, and headaches and tension, and her brain feels like it's in a vice. I'm going to give you time to go through and fix Dawn's brain and her head and her neck. Can you tell me what you're doing as you fix her?
Relaxing.
Relaxing her? How are you doing that?
Mind over matter.
You're just programming her to know that it's mind over matter? And to help Dawn in the future, to keep this tension from coming back, what does she need to do?
meditate.
Meditating, breathing. Will she be attending classes with Liz, or will she be going somewhere else?
I don't know.
That's okay. So are you going into Dawn's sinuses? What do you see? Are you healing
Puffy.
it? Are you cleaning it out for her? Is the tension part of the sinus retention? Is it not? Yes. Okay. So you would say a lot of Dawn's issues are from tension? Well, let's move down into Dawn's throat. Is there anything in Dawn's throat that needs healed? She says she's on levothyroxine. Are you able to heal that today? Are you able to heal her thyroid? Or is there anything wrong with it?
Trying. There's some tingling, pulsating.
So it wasn't working right? Are you getting it to work again? Was it not pulsating? So it wasn't working? So are you, and you guys are stimulating it to make it work?
It's pulsing.
So we're going to move down to Dawn's neck. So we're going to go behind the thyroid. And Dawn's neck is often in pain. Are you fixing that for her?
Tension.
So we're going to move down to Dawn's shoulders. And how do you release the tension for Dawn? And what does she need to do besides meditation? So say she is she's nervous about Zach, or tension with that, or Troy or anyone. How can she better handle the situation so that she doesn't turn so tense?
Go for a walk and breathe deep.
She doesn't breathe a lot, does she? She holds it all in. She holds a lot in.
Very tense.
Yeah. She was holding a lot in from past life, too, wasn't she? But that's released now. So we're going to Dawn's chest. Is there anything in Dawn's chest that she needs fixed today?
Heavy heart right now.
And as we fill that with unconditional love, each breath that Dawn takes today will be filled with unconditional love from Source, from her guides and her guardians that we're talking to now. And we clear all of that heaviness and we release it into the universe. So as we move down, is there anything in Dawn's abdomen that we should worry about? Or is there anything that needs fixed? So she often has stomach pain or gut pain, she says. Will you tell us why she has that and what she can do differently?
It's all it's all bowels.
What's going on with her bowels?
Probably stress.
So, how can Dawn lessen her stress load then? If all of this is from stress, what does she need to do differently? Is her plate too full?
Sometimes. Prioritize and self-care.
A lot of self-care. She needs a lot of self-care. And she's given a lot to her family. Even in past lives, she's given up a lot just for her family.
Yes.
And so it's time for her and Troy to both live their lives and to enjoy this life, correct? Would you say that Troy is her soulmate? Or is there soulmates? They were? So you don't have to stay soulmate with someone? You can break that link?
Evolved two different.
Oh, because of evolution? Okay, that makes sense. As we learn and grow, we change. So let's go down into Dawn's reproductive organs. Is there anything that you need to work on there? Are you going to heal anything for Dawn there? So Dawn said she has leg and knee pain. Why does she have that knee pain? What is
overweight? Being overweight.
Is that the only reason? Is there energy stuck there? Is there anything that I can do to help Dawn?
Not sure. No pain now.
So are you healing her knees as we speak? Are you rebuilding the cartilage?
Not sure.
We know you're capable of it.
Not sure. Just no pain.
So let's go to the back side of Dawn, the posterior side of Dawn. We talked about the neck and the shoulders. What about her spine? What does she need? Does she need to do anything? Or do you need to heal that?
It's weak. Weak and sore and stiff.
What can she do to strengthen that? Is that what she needs to do? Strengthen her back?
And stomach.
Okay. And that will help a lot of the pain? Well, let's talk about, Dawn said she was having some arthritis issues in her fingers. Can you go there now? Can you go to Dawn's fingers? Can you tell me what is going on?
No pain right now.
So have you all went through Dawn's body already? Have you healed anything that she needs healed?
seems so.
Is there any liver or gallbladder issues?
Yeah.
Pancreas or stomach? Well, let's go up to the lungs. Is there anything in the lungs? Is there anything in the heart? And you're slowing down there. Is there something there that's
Just sad heart.
a sad heart?
Heavy.
And as you as the collective, are you healing that for her now? We know that you can fill a person with unconditional love and completely heal their body.
Sure.
So physically, and not emotionally, so physically, is there anything going on with Dawn's heart?
No.
Is there anything going on with Dawn's mouth or nose or throat?
No.
And so Dawn doesn't have any pain in her fingers at the moment. Will she continue to have pain, or is it gone?
I'm not sure.
Does Dawn have, is Dawn going to trust that this is healing her? Yes?
Yes.
Good. Good. So, we went through the body and asked you to heal everything. Is there anything else that you want to go through and heal for Dawn today? Do you need to take time? Is there anything else that you want myself or Dawn to know today? Now I am asking the subconscious to recede to where it belongs. With much love and much thanks for the help and information it has been giving Dawn today. I know she is really going to appreciate it, and I want the entity or entities from the other lives that we are speaking with to also recede into the past, to the time where they belong. With much love and much thanks for the information they have given us. And remember, the things you were watching are from the past. They belong in the past, and we will leave them in the past. We only brought them forward as a curiosity to learn from, to have information to help with the present lifetime. In that way, they are valuable and have importance. But as Dawn listens to the recording and goes over the material and puts it into place, it will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. That is very important. It will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. Now, I want all of the consciousness and personality of Dawn to once again return and fully integrate back into the body completely. Now all of the consciousness and personality of Dawn is once again fully integrated back into the body. replacing all the other parts we were speaking to. Now I want Dawn to move. Up, up, up through time and space. And orient yourself back into the present day and time. Today is Tuesday, March 21st. You were lying here on the bed in Liz's office, and you just had a very interesting experience. And I want you to remember that the present life you are living now is the most important life of all, because it is the one you are focused on at the present time. Any information we can find in this way is valuable, but it will not bother you in any way, mentally or physically. As you understand it and put it into place, that is very important. It will not bother you in any way. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 10. And on the count of 10, you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, as though you've had a nice nap, a nice sleep. You will feel truly rested and refreshed. Anytime you do this, it will always be an enjoyable experience. Now follow me up as we go, and on the count of 10, you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. 1, 2, you are beginning to breathe a little faster. Your blood is beginning to circulate a little faster because you're beginning to wake up now. 3, 4, you are becoming aware of the physical body. Very much aware of the physical body. You can move your arms and legs around to get the muscles working and the blood circulating. Because it gets tiring laying in one position like that, we're getting everything moving again because you're very much aware of the physical body. You're focused on it now because you're beginning to wake up now. 5, 6, you are becoming aware of the sounds in the room and the sounds outside of the room. You are very much aware of your physical surroundings. You're oriented back here in this time and this place, and you're beginning to wake up now. 7, 8, you're coming up very nicely now, very nicely. 9, 10, wide awake, feeling wonderful all over.
I've got tears coming out of my eyes.
Do you?
I do.
Goody, goody.
They must have been stuck in there.
How are you feeling? It's okay. You can be a little confused at first. You got to come back into your body here.
Disoriented, yeah.
That's okay. Well, maybe we woke you up a little too fast. Just sit there for a minute. My first time too, but we got a lot of information.
My body feels heavy.
Well, let's wake it up a little bit. Just try to move it around a little bit. You're completely awake now.
Stiff. I'm laying there, I think. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh, I found the heat pad on my back. Oh. I didn't think it was working.
Oh, yeah?
No. But then, because I felt like I was kind of going back and forth. Like in and out. Like I don't know.
That's your left brain trying to come in. That's Mr. Stupid trying to say it's not real.
And so,
right?
Yeah, so sometimes I would have to be like, wait a minute, take a deep breath, get rid of that. And then
So that's just the left brain trying to come in. So we may have to do this again. It's my first time too, but we've got a lot of information, Dawn.
It was very cool though. It was just, it is. It's kind of like you're hovering above your body.
So how long do you think you were out? How long do you think we spent?
Feels like an hour. Maybe. Yeah, feels like an hour, maybe even an hour and a half.
It's been about 3.5 hours since we started.
Oh, since we started.
Since you got here. So we started about an hour and a half after, about hour 15. So it was a good almost 2 hours.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, that went fast for me too, honestly.
That was long.
Yeah. So,
other than the tension from the crying, that's not so bad.
you will feel better because crying is a soul wash.
Yeah, for sure.
You cried a lot.
Did I?
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even tried to like console you a little bit.
And you're like, I'm sure I'm not supposed to touch you.
I know. I was like, what did they say? What did they say? I can't remember.
What am I supposed to do? That's what you need to ask, though. You need to go,
I should have said.
Because you don't know if is that arousing to bring someone, like, does
yeah,
it bring
so
it back, or
I
didn't
know.
notice.
I don't know, but
whatever you did,
what I did say
disturbed me. So.
Well, what I did say was, it's okay. We're filling Dawn with unconditional love now.
Oh my gosh.
We found
I
out.
don't even know what all
We found out who your dad was in a past life. We found out how Troy was in a past life. You went through 2 different past lives. Actually, you were in this life.
I don't even know if
I didn't want to keep walking you through this life, so I took you back further.
Yeah.
Into like, I'd say the early 1900s.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, you were a little girl. And we went through it though when you grew up. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm just so happy for you because, let me just say this.
Huh. Interesting.
You have a daughter out there. That.
I wonder if her name's Sydney, because if I had a girl, her name was always going to be
We
Sydney.
asked her name and she wouldn't, and she didn't know it.
She didn't know.
But you know that now that you're saying it,
I've always,
maybe it is.
If Troy and I had ever had a girl, we were going to name her Sydney.
Well, you did have one girl with Troy, but Troy didn't.
Funny.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that part.
Okay.
I want you to listen to this.
Okay.
And I want you to listen to it over and over.
Okay.
But not while you're driving, because you can.
Oh God, no.
You can go back into the trance.
Yeah.
And so they say don't do that. All right.
Oh,
But I will send it to you. I might have 2. I thought something happened with my phone. Like, this has been happening. Dolores Cannon will just pop up on my phone and start playing. And it was actually a part that I needed when you didn't hear it. My phone came on and started playing her.
So
she
I
was telling me
something, but I didn't.
Yeah, you're not supposed to register it.
Yeah, I didn't really know what it was.
So she came up and was actually talking about, and it helped me get you through a point. I was like, yes. I'm telling you, like I know that she is pushing me to do this. I feel like her and my grandma knew each other. They're from the same area. They're the same age. My grandma passed, but she just seems like a grandma type to me, and it's like I know her. It's really strange how I feel about her. It's so I'd like to go into a past life just to see, but I feel like because she's been doing that a lot. Like I'll be thinking about studying, and that thing will fucking pop up because I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This was so fun for me. I mean, way better than massage. Way better than massage. Oh my God! How exciting! How exciting! Good. Let's get you up, get you oriented. You use your restroom if you want to. And it only took almost 4 hours, and that's really, I thought it was going to take a lot longer, but since we know each other, it probably was easier.
Yeah, and on it, I mean, I really, blood circulation to the head.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of that. They worked on your head a lot.
Yeah.
So they were releasing all of that.
Sometimes that's how I feel after I've had my neck
massage
adjusted or my massage. I'm like, woo,
see,
there's some circulation going.
So they said there was issues in the head and neck and the brain. Nothing bad. It's all tension. All of everything you have going on is tension. Your blood pressure, all of it. There's nothing wrong with you except that. And so, no, and they tell you how to do it. Okay. They tell you what to do for Zach and everything.
Okay.
Which you laughed, which they laughed. They laughed. Because it's going to be a struggle for you, but it's something you have to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the truth bumps.
I got the heebie-jeebies.
Those are the truth bumps.
I got the heebie-jeebies. Ugh.
So yeah, that was so exciting. That was so fun.
I'm glad to be your first hypnosis client. That's so cool.
You cried and cried and cried and cried.
I can tell I cried, but I
I just was almost to cry. I was like, I can't cry. I gotta do this.
At one point, I do remember crying, and the reason I think I remember it is because up until then I thought I was in my conscious. Like I could
You were, but I took you
remember
back.
things. But then when I started crying, I was like, I can't fucking make it stop. Like it just kept going,
You
and
needed
I'm
to
like,
release it.
I'm like,
So all that tension that was in your body.
I was like,
was
I
coming
can't
out.
make it stop. So then I knew that the hypnosis, that was the first inclination.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was
That's when
definitely
you let go a little more.
back and forth.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's
I did
pretty
try
common.
to, I did, because then I felt like I noticed that occasionally you would say my subconscious when I'm assuming when I was being a left
You were going
brain
back.
thinker.
You were going back and you would
So
say
I would
I, and
kinda
I'm like,
go
well, I'm going
back
to talk
and
to Dawn's
forth.
subconscious now, so we're going to let Dawn go to sleep.
So then I would have to relax. I would almost consciously have to relax, or like at least like let that happen. So there were a few times where I knew that I needed to do something else to make it keep working.
You don't need to do anything, but I think just releasing.
Yeah.
You know, I think you knew, like, okay, look, Dawn, you've got to go so I can talk to somebody else. I think
That was good.
they were trying to, like, flick you away.
Probably. And,
So-
especially right now. It's funny because my right brain does work a lot, but
Yeah.
lately with school and everything and another new, like, job,